Hello. So we have talked about doubt as sort of an internal voice where it basically does us nothing good at all. It only really causes us harm. But what I want to talk to you about today is doubt as an external source. So this is basically looking at our external world, what people are saying to us, things that are being told to us from school, teachers, media, friends, family, doctors, therapists, and the world in general, and asking, is that really so? So this kind of doubt is helpful. It allows us to ask insightful questions, to learn, to grow, to be challenged, and to be involved, aware, and convicted of what we think and what we believe. For example, we'll go with something that's medical, something that's physical. So if you have back pain, you may, as many of us do, seek out a doctor. Now the doctor might say, hey, you've got a slip disc and it could require surgery. So this is where the thoughts that usually come to us are thoughts of, is this going to work, right? To which the doctor might say, one of the risks of this procedure is that it may not correct the problem, right? However unlikely that may be in their opinion or in their professional career, it is a possibility and it does happen. Is it dangerous, right? So if this is an invasive procedure, however routine it is, there is definitely risk for complications, up to and including death. How much is it going to cost, right? And is insurance going to cover it? So your doctor could say, hey, if you've met your deductible, then you might just have to pay a small percentage out of pocket. Now, from what I've seen, that's usually between $2,000 to $5,000. If you don't have insurance or you haven't met your deductible, right, that's going to cost you more, potentially $20,000 to $50,000 on top of a surgeon's fee, an anesthesiologist's fee, and then the facility fee as well. And then, hey, after I have the surgery, if this is something I decide to do, what is my recovery going to look like? So the doctor could say you need 2 to 6 weeks of rest, a back brace, physical therapy, sessions, pain medications, and potentially a walker. Now that is on the extreme side, but those are all possibilities, especially, as you're looking at a surgery like this. So the questions that I would suggest we try to think about, right, on top of those that we've already asked, right? It's important to know how much something's going to cost, what the risks are, and, the dangers and things like that. But I would suggest asking, hey, doctor, do you know what caused my slip disc? Is it possible for it to heal on its own? If I have surgery and the pain is still there, the problem is still there, what happens next? Is my slip disc related to any of my other health issues that I've been having? And is there an alternative therapy or alternative healing that would potentially be able to help me without having something invasive as a surgery? So we don't think of these questions, right? We put a lot of onus on our doctors to know sort of what's best for us, and what we fail to recognize is that we played a huge part in hurting ourselves, so we should and can play a huge part in healing ourselves as well. We just don't ask the right questions, right? We don't doubt the system. Doctors heal, right? So why should we try to heal ourselves if that's their job, right? There's this sort of thought that if my car is broken, I'm going to take it to the mechanic. If my plumbing is messed up, I'm going to call a plumber. Hi, sweetheart. You want to be a part of this? Well, come on. Yeah. Oh, there you go. So, right, we've got this ingrained system that says, if my car's broken, I'm going to go to the mechanic. If my plumbing is broken, I'm going to call a plumber. If I am hurting, then I'm going to go to the doctor. So I don't want to discount doctors. I think there are a lot of times that they are extremely necessary and really, really helpful. However, oftentimes, especially in my own experience, a doctor will solely treat the symptoms, right? And that's the main thing that usually brings people in, so it makes sense. But it never really gets to the root of the problem, and we end up sort of perpetuating this system and being reliant on someone else to provide us with relief or pain management or, you know, anything like that, any kind of service that we're looking for. They never quite are able to get rid of the problem, right? We just sort of quell the symptoms. So the solution for this is simple. We should take a larger, more active role in our health and wellness. We can do that by sort of doubting the system, right? If we ask the right questions, if we think about things a little bit differently, we'll realize that we play a much larger role than probably most of us think in our health and in our wellness. It's most likely that any pain or discomfort that we're feeling is because of something that we are doing to ourselves, and not really an external force that's causing us these problems. And quelling the symptoms is only going to make us dependent on pills or practitioners for relief. So what the Alexander technique really has a unique ability to do is to stop the perpetuation of this system, right? We really strive to get to the root of the problem so that we are able to heal ourselves. Yeah, you just wanted to join? This is his chair. I used it. I guess I'm not too surprised that he wanted to jump up and join on in. Right.